Good morning. Welcome once again to the Daily Devotionals for Nurses podcast. My name is Tola Olabi, and today we continue on with Psalm 142. Previously, I talked to us about crying out to the Lord, opening up our mouths, and not being silent. The trend is for a lot of people to go silent when going through something painful or traumatic, or going through uncertainty. And just as this psalm that we're talking about, a psalm of David, where David was just pouring out his heart to God, just talking to him about his feelings and his emotions. I believe that's the same way we should not clam up or keep silent. So Psalm 142, verse 1. And today I will read in the AMPC version. I cry to the Lord with my voice, and with my voice to the Lord do I make supplication. I pour out my complaints before him. I tell before him my trouble, when my spirit was overwhelmed and fainted upon me. Then you knew my path. In the way where I walk, they have hidden a snare for me. As I read this part, I was just thinking of, we recently celebrated Father's Day. And just like a child tattles on other people, that's really how we should be coming to God. Telling him what's happening in our lives, telling him the good, the bad, the ugly, telling him about everything, tattling on whoever and whatever. We should be telling him, hey, Lord, did you see what happened today? Did you see what they try to do? Right? Especially if you're in a season where perhaps you don't really have as many trusted people you can vent to. Now, we should not only be venting to God or crying out to God because we don't have friends. It should be, I believe, a daily part of living life, right? If we are citizens of heaven, here on earth temporarily, and one day we will be back in the presence of God, then we should be daily connecting with him. And part of that connection is to be able to tell him the good, the bad, the ugly. To not just pretend like everything is always good, everything's always rosy, everything's always fine. But to daily communicate, to daily pour out your heart before him, to daily say, hey, Lord, do you see what's going on here? To trust him, to believe in him. To know that you have a Father that cares about you. You have a God who loved each and every one of us so much that he gave us his most precious gift, his Son, the Lord Jesus. To know that you have a sovereign God as your Father. Why do you keep silent? Why do you keep silent? So my prayer for you today is that you will open up your mouth to have you open up your mouth and talk to God and no longer be silent, to break free out of that jail of silence and to start to speak to God, to start to just say, Lord, this is what I'm going through. It sucks. I don't want to be here. Because when you start opening your mouths to tell him what you're going through, and just as we continue with Psalm 142, we will find out that that same mouth that the psalmist was using to cry out to God was the same mouth he started to use to prophesy about his situation. So today, just let him know what you're going through. Today, do not be silent. Today, ask for help. Today, let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard.